Argentina. And 1.5 years ago, I had this brilliant idea to start a PhD in physics. Now that has been ruining all my parties ever since. And when I was a simple student, it was easy because they asked me, what are you studying? They say physics, they think that I'm a genius or a weirdo, whatever, they leave me alone, perfect, I can keep drinking. But now, everyone feels the need to ask me, what is my research about? And I've been ruining 3 pairs of shoes in the last 6 months because they fall asleep and it's difficult to step on them with this. So I've been trying out this technique. And basically what you do with my beautiful new trick is that you put in the answer you're gonna give a topic that they can argue about. So we went to a party and a friend of mine used this technique. She's a computer scientist, he works in internet security and stuff. And when they ask him, what is your research about? He says, I'm gonna build the firewalls and I will let the virus and the malware pay for it. 5 minutes, we were all arguing about Trump, if he had yellow hairs, orange hairs. Everyone forgot what was the question in the first place. But it can be a huge disaster as well. So I was at the Christmas party last year, and I knew perfectly what to put in my answer. And when the smartass came in and asked me, yeah, what is your research about? Just became very serious. Prepare the atmosphere. I'm building lightsaber. Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. I swear, usually stay up all night. Just first time. It's not you. You are beautiful. It's me. At least that's what he said. Anyway, if you look at better. Okay, I swear it's just the second time it happened. There's these few things on the side, and there's been a lot of arguing about, and that's what I was hoping people would argue about it. And in my opinion, that's great because I decided, I tried to patent it, Disney came first, whatever. Yeah, I mean, have you noticed that both Anakin Skywalker and Luke Skywalker, they got their hand chopped during a lightsaber fight? That's genetic disease. It's not I mean, this is not technology improvement. This is medical research. Anyway, if you're wondering, bringing a lightsaber to a party is not a good idea. And even worse, the smartass was still there. Now really, what is your research about? Well, I built tools that are made with lasers. Yeah, what kind of tools? Optical... What, sorry? Optical... still didn't get it, sorry. Optical tweezers, and I wish it was the kind of tweezers I could use to trim your bushy eyebrows, because that would be a social service, but no. That's not why university pay us. The kind of optical tweezers I'm using is to build them, you take a very powerful laser that I would really like to shine on the smartass face now. You focus on a very small spot and you take this microsphere. And if you're wondering, microsphere means very, very small spheres. Okay? Everyone's following it? You put it in this point and because of physics, they stay trapped. And if you move the laser around, you can move around the particles. Pretty cool. But the smartass wasn't happy. Still there? Still looking at me? Yeah. What do you use them for? Worst party ever. So if there are, I I know for sure there is Claudia around, so if there are any mathematician or other theoretical physicists, it's the time you want to go out. Because as a physicist, I perfectly know that there's just one science, and that is mathematics. It's at the top, it's pure, but it's just for the chosen one. If you still like realities a bit, you go into theoretical physics. A bit. I wasn't good enough to do theoretical physics, so I ended up in applied physics. And I thought that was the bottom level. I thought. And then I ended up studying biology. And it has been a nightmare, believe it, because first of all, I have 2 supervisors. And as all the PhD students in this room know well, it doesn't mean I get the double of the help. No, it means I get the double of the people to misunderstand and disappoint. Biology is also a very difficult subject for a physicist. First, you get to memorize all these names. I mean, take mitosis. It's a process for which a big cells duplicate into 2 daughter cells. It has 5 phases, and all the names are weird, like interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. And the only reason I remember those names is because I made up an acronym out of it. So we have IPMAT. Idiot, pass me another tequila. I wonder why I always get drunk when I study biology. When I'm not drunk, though, I can do experiments, and that's a fun part, I have to say. Because what I actually do, I take my cells, I put them in a microscope slide, create this nice chamber, which I like to call the tiniest torture chamber in history. And with my tweezers, I start to pop them, pull them, squeeze them. I do everything I can to annoy them and to study the response of it. And that was when it hit me. I do like biology, but it's not for all the bullshit that biology says. Okay, study the mechanics of cells will teach us the meaning of life, yeah. Or I don't know, get the cure for cancer or this bad disease, I don't know. Or getting to wear a lab coat all the time and looking like a med scientist. It's something like that. It's the power, the feeling of power that I get. Because believe me, shining a powerful laser to living organisms in a chamber is the closest things ethical committee will ever allow me to do before I get my lightsaber right, of course. So if you ever get bored of too much physics or too much biology, just join us. Join us on the dark side of physics.